Well, it's about time for me to turn that microphone on. Lots of people in the chat already. Good evening, everyone. If you can hear me, somebody give me some quick thumbs up here and let me know what's going on, if you can hear me. And I notice there's quite a few people already sneaking in, grabbing seats. So everyone, grab your seats, get comfy. And we're going to be going for a couple of hours here. Excellent. Good evening, Dr. Fox 2000. Thank you, Juliana. And welcome to everyone who's popped in here. Arizona Snowman, Thomas, welcome back. Payette, welcome back as well. Sue Hayes, glad to have you on board. Sandra Rocklin, welcome back also. Mary Putney, sorry. Name sometimes in the back end there gives me a little bit of a hard time. Anyway, welcome back, Mary. Also, EC was here. Let's see, I think we already said Juliana. And, did I miss anyone? Sue, I got. Thomas, I got. Karen Roberts, welcome back here. Appreciate that. And let's see, Diane is here as well. Welcome back, Diane. And let's see if I missed anyone or anything. Anyway, if you're in here and you're doing your thing and I didn't say your name, do welcome you. Anyway, I'm your host, Dr. Fox 2000, and we are on day 59 of the Icelandic volcano eruption. And, oh, it's going to be a boring day. No, it's not. Anyway, we've got some interesting news and a nice little tidbit of a video. Yeah, hey, don't forget to hit the like button. That's always important, as Karen said there. It definitely will help my stream grow if you do. And I do appreciate it. The algorithms of YouTube of course, work on those bases to see how quick that thumb goes up, and that gets a little bit more advertising on the YouTube side of things. So, and if you can share it out through your community tab, if you have one, that would be fantastic as well. Also, a reminder, if you're starting to watch the stream, if some people sometimes get a little bit confused with when they're starting a stream and they're seeing chat replay, but they can't seem to get anything working in the chat area of the live replay, always take a look up top, and if it says top chat replay, then you know you're watching a stream that has already ended. If it says live chat or top chat without that replay behind it, then you're knowing you're in the live stream. So everyone that I've mentioned so far, and a couple more that came in, Cheryl Ann and Rayola, welcome back, both of you. And yep, we're definitely live. So anyway, we will throw out a little bit of news, what they've been doing here. So I did get off work a little bit early, and I was able to watch a couple of videos and stuff, and found out through the rigmarole of how they had things going on that we now have both sides blocked off with earth berms to stop the flow. And when I say both sides, I want to bring up the map, but I have my top secret thing I want to show you first, so I'm gonna switch things around here a little bit. I didn't want to show you that other thing first. We want to go look at the map first. Ooh, Diane, careful. That's gonna get people excited. Oh boy. Did we say that out loud? Oh, Anyway, I'm lining my stuff up here, so give me a half a sec. And yeah, so what I was talking about was, and unfortunately I don't have any pictures or video of what they were doing. I did watch some of the videos that were going on earlier, and one of the guys, of course, was Guten Tag again with his video, and he seems to be down there quite a bit. And very happy that he does go down there and kind of throws those videos out because he's got good information. Anyway, I've got the map on the screen, and I'm going to wait to resplit things here or put them back together so I can work with it. And then we will kind of draw on here to show you where the new dam is located. So we know the one got built across here in this area on the bottom of the where it's going across. Now apparently that one before it was just a fairly small one, and they've extended it. They've gone quite a ways from valley wall to valley wall. At least I think that's what I seen earlier. And the other one now is on the other side here, and this is where they built it, and they built a fairly high one over here as well, so 8 meters if not more in height. And the one, so this one got reinforced, and that one is pretty new, so we'll put new there. So that's kind of interesting stuff that was going on today. I just figured I'd throw that out for you guys. A couple more people popped in that we're going to say hi to. So Solar Wizzo, welcome back. Rochelle Carr, welcome back as well. Brian Crown, good to see you. Gary and Karen Stepanovic, I hope I said that right. Welcome back. I think we already got Diane, Cheryl Ann. Okay, and we got the other guys. Okay, so I'm not missing anyone in the chat, but oh, Jeffrey is back as well. Welcome back, Jeffrey. Glad to have you here. Anyway, what you're seeing on the screen is the map, of course, with the bottom ends. On the left-hand side, that is a new earth berm or dam that they built. And on the right side, they've reinforced it and extended the one that was over there to make it kind of all level with the ground. So they're trying to hold it back, but it's a pushing. And the area tonight that we're really going to take a look at is somewhere right around in here. It was here earlier, and it's actually shifted over from what I seen, and that's the heaving that's going on. And it's kind of hard to see with the camera shots, and we'll try and do what we can to enlighten you guys. Anyway, I'm going to throw back onto the volcano for right now. I guess we can make that thing a little bit smaller now. Whoop, that's not what I want. I want this guy. There we go. For better visibility. Something like that. Okay. And let's see who else popped in. Western Wall is... oh, it's in the wrong place? Okay, I wasn't aware of where they put the Western Wall, so I will bring that map back up, and please guide me to where they actually have it, or is it further down, Thomas? Both walls are blocking lava going into... Okay, I think I may need a different map for that then, because I'm thinking the other valley that it's going into, or could go into, is down in the bottom. And if that's... Oh, why is my thing not writing? Okay, there it goes. It's just down here, right? Is that the one that where the actually first one is good, second one to the east? Okay, now you got me confused. Okay, let's okay, east is over here. Second one is to the east. I know this area here was not where they got it. I'll make up an image and send to you. Okay, sounds good, Thomas. Because I'm really curious. I know they built it. It's just where was it? Because I couldn't tell from the videos, because everybody's of course standing on the ground, not an aerial shot of any type or anything from height. So very difficult to see. So anyway, we'll clear that off, and we'll go pop back to the volcano. And it is very interesting today, though. We do have a few nice things. I saw that video and I can't remember which spot it was. Okay, welcome back, Kimberly. Kim, nice to have you. Gretar, welcome. Each site on the big lava areas. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of lava areas. Anyway, we're going to get into that. And Brown Warrior, Big Bird plays. Hey, don't be saying that. That's not Big Bird. Okay, it's not Big Bird. Just leave it alone, Brown Warrior. Yes, Solar Wizzo, that's the one that I watched. Guten Tag shot that video earlier today. So yeah, and like I say, he wasn't up very high for me to be able to tell exactly where the berm was built up. So anyway, instead of looking at that silly map, I'm going to let you guys look at something a little bit better. So why don't you have a look at this instead? And this was recorded earlier today at 2024, which is what is that? That's 8:24 p.m. roughly. And I'm just going to let you watch. I'm not going to describe it. All I'm going to say is it's cool. So enjoy yourselves. And Serrano, whoever you are, welcome. Miss Pac-Man is back. Oh, look, guys, look, see what's happening? Yes, that is awesome. Yep, and watch that lava shoot out of there now. I don't know if it was actually starting to erupt, or it looked like it was sitting for a little bit, and then all of a sudden that dropped back in. So that caused some issues inside the volcano. That was a fairly major drop of material back into the cone. So shredding, yeah, no kidding. Mick Wicked. Yep. And look at it, just spewing out there. So anyway, this was a 2025. 2024 is the time when I started watching there, or 2023, whatever. But yeah, massive drop into the cone, and it's left some real scars on the inside, and I thought there was even more slippage as we continue to watch. Yeah, it looked like there was more of that stuff sliding back in, and it looks like it all kind of just slid on the back wall, and if you watch it, it's like it's seeping downward, and it's not really fastened to the wall. It's like somebody threw mud at the wall, and it's stuck, but it's sliding. So Yeah, it is. That was earlier today. Yes, it was earlier at 2024 was the time. So 8:24 p.m. In Iceland. It's a little bit later than that now, of course. It's 2300 now, or 2308 in Iceland. So it's very cool. Lava tsunami. Yeah, it definitely threw a little bit of a fit. And welcome, Michael, or welcome back, I should say. Did I miss anyone else sneaking in here? Let's see. I don't see anybody else. Oh, Marilyn Groves. Marilyn Groves. Welcome. Susan Grant. Welcome. Friend. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm just going to switch that while I'm talking. Who else has popped in? I think Greatar, I got you. And okay, so if I did miss you in the chat, I do apologize. But I will be looking here. You know, people like Sandra Rockin sometimes just slide in the back door, grab a seat, and we don't see them. Serrano, and I mentioned welcome to you earlier, but now that you're there, it's all cool, and thanks for popping back in. Robert Boutin, Boutin or Boutin, welcome. Electric Dog, welcome back, glad to see you. So who else just waits until waits until Nat Hadji is flooded? Well, I mean, it's going to take some time with these berm dams, but we know Mother Nature, okay? And if Mother Nature says, I'm going to go, it's going to go. So it will be cool, though, to see where things happen, and if it does push through, and are they going to be able to get somewhere? And you got to remember, Mother Nature has been around a lot longer than us puny little humans, okay? She's perfected her craft over the last 4.5 billion years, I guess. So, kind of an oldie. And speaking of oldies, but not really oldie, but a goodie, Don Arnold. Welcome, and hope you didn't take that the wrong way. But welcome back. Enigmatic Bird is back. Glad you flew in for watching tonight's show here. Very, very awesome. And she has a method to her madness. Yes, Miss Pac-Man, you bet. Definitely has a method to the madness. And it's very, very interesting to see that madness. Anyway, I was going to go around. Judy Jones, welcome back. I was going to go around the cameras here and see what we got cooking. They pulled that one back a little bit, so I'm going to have to readjust some of this stuff. They moved them around after I set up. That always makes it hard. Anyway, I see we're starting to cook there again. Maybe I'll put it back on the forescreen. So, yeah, there we can see the ejecta erupting. So, a pretty awesome view, guys. Very, very awesome. Love that nighttime stuff. Anyway, it looks really, really good, and very, very excited to see this thing growing and growing and growing. And now with the walls on the inside, they've lost a little bit of oomph, but you know, that basically, if you take a couple meters depth out all the way around, now that gives you a little bit more breathing room inside that cone. So, and I'm sure all that lava that slid back in or collapsed in got recycled. It doesn't take long. Cliff Helm, Welcome. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else sneaking in here? No, I think we're good. Judy Jones, is that just another eruption at the other end of the lava stream, or is that lava illusion cam 2? That's a lava illusion. What's happening? And actually, that brings up something interesting, Judy. And from this angle right now, you can kind of see it almost looks like that's higher up in the air over there. And what we'll do is we'll go onto that, yeah. And now you can see something, a really weird phenomena that's going on here. And the lava here has pushed in and up and caused that to open up top here. This is now quite a steep slope on both sides. So it's kind of a weird thing to see this thing building over here, and all that is just the lava going in circles and building around. Now, I'm kind of wondering, is there maybe a fissure underneath there, and has the vent actually started? With that hot lava sitting on top, that might have been enough to let it get soggy, if you will, and it could in fact be starting another vent. So this is something we're going to have to wait for and see what happens. But the funny part is that area is definitely uplifted, and it's uplifted a tremendous amount. When you're looking at it from the other views during the daylight, you can see that it has raised up, and it's probably looking like 10-15 meters over the other area. So very good. Good evening, Freeman. Glad you could join us. Doina, Fred, welcome back. Glad to have you. In normal conditions, will be hundreds of thousands of tourists, but now with this killer virus, not too many can enjoy watching the unique show. Well, the unique show though is, yeah, in person we can understand that, but at least the coverage that this volcano is getting is tremendous, and it is one of the most viewed volcanoes around the world. And this is what is really, really cool about this whole thing. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Wall's holding up. Yeah, so far, Freeman, the wall did not break. Let's see, lava rock is pushing uphill from expanding lava under it. Yes, and that is correct, Mike. Definitely doing that. Kirsty is back. Welcome back, Kirsty. Let's see. How is this not in line with with the other vents? Well, okay, that's what's still to be questioned, because if we look at the other cameras, I'm just trying to find that other view. That's this guy here, and see, this is where we're getting a little bit deceptive. This is the rise, and this is where the smoke is coming from. So this is the outflow here, and then we have another one here. So these, in fact, may be moss fires on the edge. This is where the big hill is. So we don't have a sprout here, okay? But it could be getting soggy. We could get something there. And no, I don't want to put glasses on the guy and have them look like they're cracked or something. Okay, never mind. Sorry, bad humor. But yeah, it does look very interesting there, and that does look like it's upwelling, and that's got to be a fissure, guys. That has to be a fissure, because it's not going to upwell like that unless something is driving it. At least this is what I'm thinking. Fortis, Iceland come to shop since the airline flies indirectly. Icelanders come to, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'd like to go shopping too, but I don't really like shopping. Let's see, what else we got? I said hi to Fortis. Nigel is here as well. Welcome. And did I miss anything here? Okay, let's see. Electric Dog, DrFox2000. If that was uplifted, the lava, how, or what? Sorry, I'm messing up here. Lava would flow away from the spot. That is a low spot. Are you okay? Which spot are you referring to, Electric Dog? Because the spot here where all the uplifting is happening wasn't that low. It was kind of in the same plane as most of the other area. We had a lower area in here a little bit, and when it was filling in here, and then it ended up curling around, and that was actually a high spot in here. Because I remember for a long time we had an island in the middle, and then it eventually got covered. I think that island was something like that. So we'll have to go back and take a look for you. So just, that I'm not telling you lies here, but I'm very interested in what is happening at that point right there. So if we try to view it from the other cameras, of course we don't see it as well. And it's in a bad spot, and it dies out every once in a while. I wish they'd zoom in on it. And it's like on the bottom right hand one, it's just about impossible to even see it. From that point. Yeah, it looks like it's way out front, but it does look like it's got some uplift to it. So low silicone mafic basaltic magma. Low viscosity. Okay. Low viscosity, not flowing easy. Okay. I guess. Anyway, I don't think it was new fissure. Lava is flowing, but some of it still boiling. Yeah, that is possible. Very, very possible. It may not be a new fissure or anything, but see, we have two of those spots now that are lighting up when we're looking at that camera. So let me just go back to it. And the second one is, well, still doesn't want to let me write. What the heck is going on? Okay. There. So if those are just hot spots from the lava flow, that's going to be pretty good too. Going on the 3D map and check the elevation. You want to go to the 3D map and check the elevation. 3D map, and the problem with the 3D map is it's already covered in lava, so trying to see the elevation on mine is not good. And that's right in here. See, there's that island that I was talking about, but that used to extend out a little bit more here, and when that flow curled around, it used to come behind it and go this way. So it was two separate paths, right? So this here is the area that's really building up, and I wonder if it's just material pushing up on top of the soil that's there. So, and then the other spots we're seeing the fissure somewhere there and there. Well, not fissure, but up what do we call it? Lighting up, if you will. So yeah, if I get a little closer, it's a little easier to see, guys. So yeah, that island used to be somewhere out here with the rest of this material, and the ones we're seeing is somewhere around here and here. So very, very cool. And why does that say 58? Go away. Poof, gone. Somebody snuck that in there while I wasn't looking. All right. We'll get back to the volcano, though. So let's go look at this. The island is called Kipuka. Joel. Thank you. All right. Kipuka. Yeah, little island. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So anyway, I wanted to run that other video again here in case you guys missed it, since we do have a few of you in the chat and bunch in the stream here. And if you are just joining us and you haven't hit that like button, please do hit that like button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithms. Anyway, the stuff you're seeing on the screen right now is recorded earlier at 20:24 p.m. or 2024 or 8 p.m. Iceland time, 8:24, and that's when this happened. So this beautiful collapse, and everything just kind of whooshed right into the cone there, and then you see the volume of lava really increasing coming out of there, and that just looked awesome. So very, very cool kind of island. Okay. It's a Hawaiian term for kind of island. Kipuka. Okay. I'll have to remember that. There's a ridge under there. There's a ridge under there. Okay, a little ridge. But yeah, and then you see the ensuing eruption right after that. Once we had all that material drop in there. And that was really, really awesome to be able to see that. And I'm glad I actually went back and I looked at that, and I thought, hey, that'd be kind of neat to show on the stream, and hope you all are liking this stuff, right? So if you're new into the stream, I'm DrFox2000, your host, and I'm located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, 4,000 miles away from the volcano. The stream footage that you're watching right now is from ruv.is, which happened earlier. This is off of the public feeds from ruv.is and mbl.is, and we're rebroadcasting as per what we're allowed to do, and showing and sharing with you guys to make it all happen. This would mean that there is a separate fissure line opening up parallel to the original one, would it not? If that is the case, Brown Warrior, yes. I'm still on the edge and thinking, if it could be something in there cooking. It could have been some of this material that fell in that had some different material in it. Something could have gone in there. Is Calgary bigger or smaller than Oil City? Calgary's a little bit bigger, Fortis, just a little bit. I think us with our surrounding area, we've got about 1.5 million, and down there I think they're about 1.75 million with the surrounding area and the city proper. So hope that helps you out. And I do see that we've got 170 people in the stream. Glad to have you all here. And we just did watch the big slippage video there of how things cave back into the cone, and we'll show that one again in a little while. Been going hard and fast here for about 35 minutes now, and I need to take a voice break. So appreciate all of you joining today. For those who are new and you haven't hit the like button yet, maybe consider that. Also, if you like this style of content and you want to see more of it, we stream daily, weekdays from 5 to 7 Mountain Daylight Time, or if you want to call it Icelandic time, that's the better place to look, is 2300 to 0100 Icelandic time on Monday through Fridays. And then on the weekends, of course, we do from 12 noon to 4 p.m., so a longer stream. Today's stream is 2 hours long, and we're half an hour into it. Actually, we're 42 minutes into it according to the clock, but I'm just going to call it a half an hour. And don't go away. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned. Okay, everyone, I am back. I'm DrFox2000, your host, and glad you guys stuck around. And hopefully everybody's liked what they've seen so far tonight. Very, very cool cave in there earlier, and I will be showing that video again in a little while. I just wanted to catch up to a few of the people that have come into the chat here. I see Gren Zed, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see who else. David Taylor is here. I don't know if I mentioned you earlier or not. Kunkel is back. Welcome back. Kirsty, I think I mentioned you earlier, but welcome back anyway. And you're going to bed. Oh, okay. You won't have chat. You need a wireless keyboard. Okay. But if you are going and you happen to fall asleep, just let us know when you want us to sing the lullaby, and we'll put you to sleep. Scott Hartman, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Let's see, just looking to see if I missed anyone else. I think Steve Penland, I already said your name. Okay. Well, anyway, if I did miss your name, if one of you slipped by and snuck into the back row and I didn't see you, just wanted to say, hey, welcome to the stream. We're at day 59 of the Icelandic volcano eruption, and all kinds of good things going on. Let's see, we did have Dale Clayton pop in here, as well as Brendan Grady, Frank McLeod, also welcome. We always like you, Dr. Fox. Thanks, Freeman. I'm glad you guys do. And I try to keep it, light and comical and hearty and all kinds of neat stuff. I don't always get things right, but, I really try. So it is cool. Hi and thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, and glad you're here. Calvin E. I don't know if I mentioned you. I think I seen you up there, but I didn't say your name. So anyway, welcome. Glad you guys are all enjoying it. And for those who haven't hit that like button yet, consider doing that, as well as if you're coming here and you haven't subscribed yet. And I did look at my stats today, and we actually have fairly good numbers of people that did subscribe, which is about 40%. But that leaves still about 60% that haven't subscribed when they're coming in and watching, which is absolutely fine. You're not obligated to. But hey, if you want more of this stuff, that's what you might want to do, is hit that fox on the nose there, and that'll open up the subscribe button, and just slide over and click it, and you're good to go. Tony Miller on Maui. Oops, wrong chat. Octopus front and center. If you missed it earlier. Octopus. Hang on. I didn't have an octopus anywhere here. Oh, let me switch through the channels here and see if there's an octopus. Hang on. There may be an octopus here somewhere. I'm not sure. It could be possible. We might have one looking out here somewhere. I'm not sure if there is one here or not. But if you guys happen to see one crawling around on the screen, let me know right away, okay? Because I don't like octopuses, and they're dangerous. They got like really long tentacles and stuff. And but if you happen to see one, let me know, okay? Anyway, yeah, pretty nice shot of this going on. Okay. Hey, why are you laughing? Is there something wrong? I found this video on Breakout. Octogenarians. Okay, a few octogenarians. Jan, welcome. Was on yesterday. Glad you were. Kirsty, come on, guys. Gotta have a little bit of fun here. Okay, we'll hit that button and let that go through there. Okay. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So Tony, I, you know what? I think it must have been Tony's octopus that got away from him. Tony, is that yours? That green thing over there? um, I don't write in green. I always have yellow. It's got to be Tony's. I mean, definitely not mine. And in case you don't see it, guys, it's right there. It's an octopus. Born in October, but not an okay. Uh, uh, Looks just like him. Sorry, guys. It is funny. Yeah, glad we can have a little bit of fun here. So I've never seen an octopus messing around with a volcano though. So let's get rid of him and pretend he didn't exist. And you keep him under wraps there, Tony. Oh, too much fun. Too much fun. How did it get to ice? Hey, didn't you know that they're hypersonic? They can really whiz through there at a very high speed. I was checking out a helicopter trip to the site, but they have a 3 to 4 month waiting list at the moment. Holy Batman Freeman! You can probably buy your own helicopter or build it before then. Well, actually, it takes about 9 months to get certification on a helicopter after building it, or parts. Is that lava river getting wider due to the pushback from the dam? Sort of. I don't know. It's slowing it down, and Mother Nature is going to try to find her equilibrium. So what could be happening is, well, we know that there was a if I go on this screen here, yeah, that'll work. Actually, well, we don't want this screen. We want the other screen. Give me the other screen. That one. Okay, that's where those vents were, where the arrows were pointed. And I'm going to clear that off. And yeah, that lava lake, it looks more awesome from the other camera. But that stuff forming in here, it depends on how you're looking at it. So this is still over quite a ways on that far side, and it can still have tubes going down into Maridalia and the northeast side. Yes, some of it is pushing in this area, and that's why we're seeing some of the light lighting up, and it's going to sit there now. When that stuff starts to seep through, it's going to be interesting, but it will of course start pushing, and when you have all this force pushing, hopefully it doesn't push and go that way. Hopefully it chooses this path here for the sake of the community over there, and the highway and all the fiber optic infrastructure that could get wrecked. New vents, wow, didn't know. No, those, I don't think we're looking at them. They definitely look like hot spots. I don't think they're vents. I think they're flow bubbles or something where it's riding up a little bit. But I am not going to rule out that there is a possibility that we could have a vent open up here because of it heating up the ground. And, that is a possibility. In these things, anything is possible. I don't think the Earth Dam will stop it. Dale, if Mother Nature gets enough oomph behind it, no, you're not going to stop it. Nobody's going to stop it. It's going to do what it will. But this will buy a little bit of time for them because if they have the two dam areas blocked off, and let's see if I can find that map real quick. I had it here somewhere. I'll find it pretty quick. But anyway, those two areas at the ends, if they have them blocked off, and this builds up a little higher, it may just keep forcing it into Meridalia up in the northeast for now. I don't think it's going to... let's see, it's going again. I want to see it flow. Oh, man. Beautiful. Fire. Fire. The ring of fire. Well, you guys don't have a ring of fire. We do. Part on our west coast. Yeah, it's awesome. I hit the like button, but I broke the screen. What? Sensei cheek clapper. Don't break the screen. That's a bad thing. But anyway, welcome guys for all those new ones coming into. Yeah, Miss Pac-Man, I think I'm gonna have to try doing that again. I missed it on this one. I'm gonna have to try to do it on the next go here because those are pretty awesome shots. And the other thing too is I was trying to do my timing, but I've switched out too many times here. So we're going to time it now though, and I'm going from 23:47 to see where it ends up. Good to be here, man. Okay, glad that you are. William Pitcher, welcome here in Ontario, Canada. We have the Ring of Fire, yes. William, I'm also in Canada. I'm located in Edmonton, the city of Edmonton, center of the universe. Anyway, glad you came and joined us. Let's see, who else popped in there? Susie Cat, welcome from Scotland. Glad to have you on board as well. Land of the Midnight Sun, okay. Guten Tag showed the first dam 4-meter high, and then the poles. The second higher dam behind it now. Yeah, I think he also, Kimberly, he also showed the other side, but he did it very briefly, so I don't know exactly where he was when he was walking away on that other video, but he didn't seem to get the dam itself into play. So maybe I just missed something in the video, but who knows? Can you tell I'm new? William, it doesn't matter. New, old, crinkled, stomped on, stepped on, and burnt in the volcano, and anyone's welcome. So we don't mind having you here. And actually, this is probably one of the better streams if you want to gain a little bit of education. So it's pretty good. How about some love for Edmonton? Thank you, Freeman. You're a good man, no matter what the other guys say. Oh, have you met Axel or Alex Archibald? You antique store guy. He's in Edmonton. Yeah. For some reason that name sounds familiar. I don't know if I did or not, but it is possible. I do like antiques and have gone looking. New is good. Okay, visited Edmonton during my time in the military jet pilot. I was on Maple Leaf exercise at Cold Lake. Yeah, Cold Lake's a cold place. I've been there a bunch of times, do work there. once in a while. Greetings from Germany to Scotland, Kunkel. From Deutschland. Okay. David Taylor, Cam 3, dam is side near to the cam. It's hard to see on Cam 3. Actually, at nighttime it is hard to see. Let's turn that back on. And the dam would be running somewhere here, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. I don't know if they built up all the way to the edge here, but they certainly did build up quite a ways from side to side, is what it looked like. So they had tried to keep it all in a level plane, but apparently it is pushing up the valley walls. So that's very interesting, and it is doing that to Theatre Hill on both sides as well. Just to keep that in mind. So it is growing. It's getting deeper. Okay, so very, very cool. Who spoke against you? No. Freeman, I was kidding. I was joking around. That's a figure of speech we have. But it's all good. You're a good guy, so I'm glad to have you here, and very, very happy about it. Jeffrey says, Guten Tag is going to take some time off from filming, I think. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I didn't hear what's happening with him, but Smoking Joking, welcome and glad you could join us tonight. What's the skinny with the volcano today? Smoking Joking, since you're here and you wanted to know the skinny, we've got enough new people in here that I will run that video again. And you just keep your eyes on the screen, and you decide. And just unfortunately, you're not one of the people up front on Theatre Hill that gets the close-up view. So these guys here, they're all in the right spot, and they get to see everything. So anyway, just have a look at this, and this is happened at 2024 Iceland time today, and it is pretty awesome. And when I seen that, I thought, holy mackerel, look at it go. And there it goes, guys. It is just incredible, the amount of a cave-in that it had there is just unreal. So yeah, hit that like, and we'll see if we can get a few more in here. Sati, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Brown wire, cool. We're in Germany, okay. All right. Yes, the song Skinny from great video on TV. Anyway, you see that size of the eruption afterwards, after everything dropped in, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So, and that flow rate, definitely well beyond 13 cubic meters per second. I mean, that is a river of lava just pouring out of there like crazy. Guesstimated tonnage, 50 maybe. I have no idea. That is Brian. I'm just beguffled as to the amount that actually dropped all at the same time. To give a weight is pretty hard, especially considering we can't tell from the angle how deep it is. The world needs more people like you. Cheers. Well, thank you very much, Sensei Cheek Clapper. I'm glad to have you on board, and thanks for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. Yes, 2024 was the time that I actually started recording. I think it was 2340 or 202340. and then from there I let it go, and we're at the 25 mark, or roughly thereabouts. So it got it up there. But like if you're watching right now, you see in the background there, that stuff is still oozing downward. It's literally sliding down the wall. And you'll see it as it cools a little bit, it's just going to slide away. And it's kind of weird to see that. And I thought it was pretty awesome to be able to witness this and actually see it. So it makes for great video footage. And let's throw us back to the main volcano. And we're looking at it. I heard that gold can be ejected from volcanic or from active volcanoes. Okay, Susie Cat, just to try to explain that to you. Gold is actually just about every place on Earth. Okay, the problem is most of the places the quantities are small and minute, and it would take forever to gain any value out of trying to dig it up. Like I could go out and Farmer Joe's field out 20 miles out of the city here and start digging through it, and yes, I could find gold, especially if I got into some old gravel banks or something. But the cost of getting that gold out would be horrendous. When we look at volcanoes throwing that gold out, that's the same kind of thing. What happens there is the gold is so far and few between in that lava that you're not going to necessarily be able to capture it. You're never going to have it throwing out pure clumps of gold. That's not where gold forms, right? Gold in a volcano is usually formed at the end of the volcano's life. The gold is in there, the little particulates are all over the place, but what happens in the process of the thing cooling down, your vent, or kimberlite as we refer to it once it cools down, it starts to harden up, and what we have in there would be the liquefied materials are starting to coagulate somewhat, especially when you have quartz developed in there. And that quartz, with a combination of a little bit of steam, will mix into the right material to allow gold to flow fairly freely within that material and kind of come together. Gold likes gold, right? So it comes together in layers and cracks, and as the quartz actually cools down from about 600 Celsius down to somewhere around 500 Celsius, that process stops, okay? And that then locks the gold into the quartz. And then what happens is we come along about 20 million years later and we dig up that quartz and go, hey, look, there's all that gold out of the volcano. You're not going to typically have a volcano shooting out gold. I don't think that's going to happen. If it ever did, we'd all be standing there with buckets. At least I know I would be risking things. Okay, I'm trying to get back to into the chat here, and a lot of it went by, and wow, this visit was full of amazing surprises. It's worth all the tips I did, okay, since 2010. Okay, cool. Glad you enjoyed it, Sati. Very low amounts. Yeah, so typically, yeah, you're not going to find that much gold in the volcano. And what would be cool, though, or interesting is if you could actually get into the cooled down ones. And this is where we're kind of watching a volcano, and depending on how old you are, if you're you're in your 30s and you have that knowledge of how it forms, and then you see a volcano that was erupting, and then 30 years later you decide, hey, I'm old and I want to retire and I want to just go have some fun and go digging up a volcano or two. In the Kimberlites, it would really be cool to find some of that gold wedged in between those quartz rocks. Anyway, love this action. This is very good. Gary and Karen, you're welcome. Glad you guys like that. My geology classes. So many years ago is mainly forgotten. Yeah, I've actually forgotten more than I learned. It's one of those things. But gold particles are really hard to collect. Exactly, Sati. Um, there's all kinds of gold out there. It's just how do you get it? And like it's horribly hard because most of that stuff is so fine and so small that you're looking for microscopic particles. Um, when we talk about anything from and they found gold particles half a micron in size and upward in some of the kimberlites, and when we're talking a half a micron, that's oh my god, that's so how can I describe how small half a micron is? It's really really tiny, a lot less thickness than your fingernail. Okay. um, but it's very very small amounts all over the place. It's just collecting it is the problem. So anyhow, I've been yakking for another half hour here, and I do have to take another little bit of a break. We're going to keep the screen on. Everything looks pretty cool. um, hey, what's that blue thing? Oh, I don't know what that was. I'm going to check my email here real quick to see if anybody sent me any surprises, and don't see anything yet. So I can run away for a few minutes, and I will be back. So please stay tuned, and we'll get back to you guys in about 5 minutes, and we'll go through our good stuff again here, and I'll see if I can bring up a different map to try to. If there was gold mine, we all be there. Reform BBC, you're right. Anyway, I will be back in about 5 minutes. So if you snuck in the door and I didn't see you before, like Reform BBC, I'm going to say welcome you, and please enjoy the stream. Let's see, I did see another one there. Aero Heineken Jefferson Airplane. Wonder if what if they were timbers? Timber. Okay. Jefferson Airplane. That's a long time ago. Anyway, welcome, Arrow. Let's see. Did I miss anyone else? I think maybe not. But welcome to all of you that have snuck in and I didn't see you. We try to stay interactive with all of you guys. So by all means, stick around. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. And never heard of Haryala. Okay. Oh, never heard of Haryala. Okay, interesting. Anyway, I will be back in 5. So thanks for hanging in there and stay tuned. Okay, guys, I turned the microphone back on, and hope you guys are hanging around. Glad you're still here. It's your host, DrFox2000. We are on day 59 of the Icelandic volcano eruption, and it is indeed erupting again. So, gotta love it, guys. And man, is that spilling out some stuff there. Awesome, awesome. But I noticed one thing, our cone has really changed. Our view from the east into the west on cam 1 there is, we're getting blockage. And I'm going to see if I can lock these guys down here. I think I forgot to do that before. So I can scribble on here. Lock that guy. And lock that guy. No, he's locked. And lock this guy. Okay, so now we'll see if my crayons are gonna work. I might have to put new crayons on here. Okay. And we need a beautiful color that's not going to interfere. All right, we're gonna go with that green again. But what I was saying here was, you know, we used to be able to see, oh, that's very skinny. Let me make that thicker. Okay. We used to be able to see right in here, and it was down like that, right? And it was very clear. So this is all built up material, and the exit is now somewhere like that going around. So a little bit different in that sense. And of course, it's built up quite a bit on this side. And poor Bob, who's being eaten down here by the hungry fire. He's losing his sides. So that's what's happening there. We don't need stinking instructions. Who's got instructions? You mean somebody has instructions? Iceland is open to vaccinated people from the US, so please come. Freeman, I get my first shot on the 25th. So, but I'm not in the US, so maybe I can't come. We'll see. Anyway, that is very, very awesome looking, and kind of really cool to see that that side lit up, because you can sure tell on that camera too. So it almost looks double-sided. So maybe it'll blow that wall out too on there. You never know. We could have 4 peaks or 3 peaks, if you will, and on the back. Maybe we can get one more in there. We'll see how that works. Anyway, I'm going to clear that out, and we're going to keep looking here. Let's see. Okay, you're going to take off, Sati. Very good. All the best to you. Thanks for stopping in. Always a pleasure to have you in here. So good to see you, and take care. Let's see. Helene, welcome. Brooke, welcome. Sand Rockland, I think I said welcome to you earlier, but welcome anyway if I didn't. And let's see, if I missed anyone, I do apologize. Oh, Jan Eric Wold. I don't know if I said that right. I'm going to stick with Jan. Hi, Jan. Thanks for coming. And that works out best. Okay, so really cool and awesome stuff, guys. Give me a second or two, and I'm going to replay that collapse from earlier today. And that was actually a very cool collapse. Eddie Otero, welcome. Glad to have you here. And okay, I will line things up here. Give me a couple of seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, so there we go, and this was recorded earlier today, guys. Iceland time was 2024 or 2023 in some seconds, and then it turned to 2024, and then we seen the wonderful event happen, and I'll just let you watch. Okay, so I turn the microphone back on here, and yeah, that is just awesome. Like, look at the amount of lava just shooting out of there now. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. But that's a lot of material that went in there, a lot. Yeah, and it is pushing out a heck of a lot of lava, so it had to displace it somehow. And wow, that is really, really awesome. And I think that may have traveled far enough on the other areas now that that's what's lighting up the other parts. The other part, the right collapsed 1948 local. Okay, did not see that. But I know there were several other collapses, and right now you can see it's the whole back wall is sliding in. Um, you know, that material is so hot and it's gooey, and you can actually see it's moving downward. So it's just goo in there, goo, lovely, lovely goo. How tall is Ragnar now? Probably 110 meters, maybe 120 at the most, Jeffrey. So that's about the size. So we're looking at about 340, 350 feet height wise. Um, we should celebrate. Well, yeah, we could. We could. Well, tomorrow is 60 days, so we can definitely. One thing I did want to kind of point out, if you look in the foreground and you see that lava channel coming around the corner, that is a very interesting thing, and you can actually see that flowing where the arrow is pointed, and it's flowing pretty good. So kind of interesting to see that on there. Anyway, I'm going to clear that off, and then we will go back to our regular streaming. Clear and go, and we'll see what else we got. It will challenge the berm, absolutely. That berm, you know, if Mother Nature is so inclined and she's going to push, she is going to push. There's not much we as humans could do, but or we could celebrate at 1,000 years. Freeman, very good. Do you have? Oh, hang on. Let me. Oh, oh my God! I got email. I got email. IR map credit. Oh, good. You put that on there. That's good. And let me see if I can load that up somewhere. First, I need to save it. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. Very kind of you to send that. And let's get in here and we'll save it. Okay, saved in a secret file, and then I will split things up here and get it loaded up for you. In the meantime, you can keep looking at this. Ela, welcome. Let's see who else snuck in here. Susan Bohan, welcome, Susan. Glad to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Anyway, I'm working on lining up some stuff, so give me a second, and I want to put, where do I want to put it? Where do I want to put it? I got so many things on the go. Okay, I'm going to plunk it over top of my 3D map for now. And let's grab that and go into that folder, and we will get that in there. Whoop. And let's see, we'll hit that. Whoop. And we'll turn that one off. Okay, so anyway, here is the new thermal map that just arrived in the email. And thank you very much, Thomas P. We appreciate that. Freeman, I have so much respect for your streams. Thank you, Freeman. I appreciate that. We try to keep everything smooth and clean and legit and everything else. So that kind of gives you the idea. And okay, so all right, I see what they did and where the dams are. So it's not on that one side, it's on the other side. Okay. Very, very interesting. Because I thought they went all, I thought like what it looked like, what they were showing is that they went all the way across. Maybe that's just all the way across that one area that I was thinking about. But that looks pretty cool to see that. And it doesn't really show well. Heat is always interesting. Let's see if I can get my crayons to work here. Okay, so I didn't lock that thing down. We're gonna do that. Oh, but anyway, in case you guys aren't seeing them, that guy right there, and then this is the other side. So that's what we're looking for, and it is pretty awesome. So thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Thomas. Glad you could send that. And let's get back to our volcano. And ooh, sparks and tornadoes in Cam 1. Oh, I love it. So just so we know, Cam 1, Cam 2, Cam 3, and Cam 4. So if we got words of wisdom, we can refer to them. All right, I got to take a break for a half a sec here, guys. Got to turn something on, and I'll be right back. Okay, did it work? I turned the taps on. Oh, it did work. Cool. That's because we didn't have Kim here giving the eruption command tonight. And I don't know if you guys were seeing what Kim was doing yesterday there. That's Kim Raudenbush. He was typing into the chat exclamation eruption to try to activate the eruption. It was pretty cool. So we liked it. It was good fun. Good fun. I see some other new people that have popped in here. Welcome back, Eric Moss. Jan was there. Kid came in. That's who I was looking at. Welcome, Kid. Glad to have you back. Serpentplexing. Welcome, Serpentplexing. Glad to have you here as well. Not if breaks those berms. If it keeps erupting, nothing they can do will stop. Yeah, you're right. Depending on the velocity and, you know, if it maintains an average of 13 cubic meters per second output, it's going to turn around and build up our foreground areas on the lower screens here. And we already know that this is already heaving up here. So, and we are getting some build up in the back. So with all these built up areas, if that thing keeps pushing, something's got to give. So either it's going to go that way into Meridalier, or it's going to go head the other way and go into Nathagi, right through the berm. So we don't know what's going to happen yet. It's a wait and see thing. I'm not going to try to guess. I'm just going to be patient and see what happens, because I think that's more interesting. Although guessing is pretty cool. So renumbered the cameras there so we don't get lost in our processes. And very interesting, though, to see up in camera 1 that the lava is sitting right out front. And you remember back a while ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, it used to be smoking right out there where camera 1 is, right from that bright spot over to where the number 1 is. It was smoking in there quite a bit. And now it's just a lake of lava, which is pretty cool. Look at the likes. It's 130 likes. I like 130 likes. That's awesome, guys. Thank you very much. And for those guys who are joining the stream, by all means, do hit the there. Okay, might redirect the flow into Meridalier, and if not, if it didn't happen, to at least give more time to plan for future plans. And that's right, Thomas. We get it. Definitely. Those dams are in place for slowing it down if they can, and allow a little more time. Mother Nature will win. If she wants to push, she's gonna. Welcome, Winnie. Glad to have you in the chat as well. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Mary Putney. I think I said hi to you earlier. Friend is back. Hey, how come you're saying green tomatoes? Fried green tomatoes. Okay. I don't know if I've ever had those. It's Judy's Tube. Hi, welcome. Glad to have you here again. Welcome back, actually, I should say. So, good there. Any changes? Okay, no, I got that already. Eric Moss, welcome. And I think we caught up to most of these people. It's all cool. So, yeah, some pretty awesome sights tonight there with the way things are. And I think I'm going to try to capture on the next go here. I'm going to try to capture another screenshot. So, wine anyone? I'd love to, but you know I can't. Darn. I'm not a wino. Winnie will have one. There you go. And very polite of you to hand them out there, Susan. Okay. And NightBot is doing his thing too. Don't be afraid to have a few more glasses. Yeah, NightBot's got ulterior motives, I think, huh? Oh, well, wine, yes. Wine, no. Okay, got it. Uh, Pepsi for the doc, you betcha. And I got mine right here. Cheers, guys. That's good stuff. I had some fireball shots today. Fireball? Ooh, were those the ones that you light on fire and then kick them back? I don't know if that's how they do it. Mary Doll, wine, yuck. Yeah. I have to tell you guys about the wine story. I don't know if I told you, but anyway, when I was a kid living out in Saskatchewan, very flat when we first moved out there. Anyway, the one guy kind of made friends with my dad, and he was an old timer that was out there, and he decided he was gonna bring my dad something nice, right? So he said he's gonna make some strawberry wine, and my dad kind of, okay, that's all right. So figured that'd be pretty harmless, right? The guy's gonna, holy, look at that eruption. Wow. That is just awesome, and it's really, really kicking it out. It's no wonder we can't see into the front anymore. It's just throwing that lava everywhere. Oh, caution, guys. Lava flow everywhere. Make sure you have your asbestos suits on there. Anyway, back to the wine story. So we're sitting at home, and the guy comes over on a Sunday. This is like a month and a half later or whatever, and he's yakking with my dad, and then he goes back out to his truck, and he brings in this 1 gallon jug, the old kind that they used to tip back with the finger hole and swig out of it that way. Anyway, he brought one of these in, but it was a clear glass bottle, and it was full of a pink liquid. And when I first seen it, I thought, it's a gallon of gasoline. What the heck is he doing? Anyway, he says, no, that's strawberry wine. And my dad said, oh, okay, that's very interesting. So the old guy said, here, have a little sip. And my dad and him had a shot, and it was all good. My dad kind of looked like he was about to blow smoke out of his ears. And anyway, the old guy left, went home, and because my dad didn't drink everything out of the shot glass that he had, so he took it and he dumped it into the ashtray, and he threw a match into it. And I swear to God, that blew up just like you would get if you threw a match into an ashtray full of gasoline. Just to make it more interesting, the old guy and I were out fishing one time, and he ended up getting a hole in his gas tank. So we managed to fix the hole in the gas tank with some bubble gum and stuff. And then I said, well, how are you going to run it? You got no more gas? And he looks in the back. He says, no, I got 2 gallons. We'll make it home. And that was from Mount Blackstrap back to Hanley, Saskatchewan, which was about 13 miles. And I thought, what do you mean we got 2 gallons? And I look in the back, and he's pointing at his strawberry wine. And I'm going, really? He says, oh, yeah, that'll make the truck run. So he dumps a gallon into it, and we take off. And we got back home into town. Then he dumped the other gallon in, and he drove back out to his farm. So I thought to myself, that was incredible. Anyway, enough of the side stories. That's not really related to the volcano, but it is, yeah, it's raining. Can you actually hear that on here? The raindrops? I know if you're watching my bunny stream, you can see it raining, but it is actually doing its thing. So uh, yeah, okay. I'm surprised that microphone picks that up because I do have my window open because it was very nice here today. So um, it's cool. I do enjoy your tales, Dr. Fox 2000. Well, glad you like it, guys. Really appreciate all of you coming in here, and I figured, give you a little bit more, a little bigger bang for the buck with some interesting old stories that were a lot of fun back when they happened. So anyway, it is 6:32 here. That means I've been going at it for another half an hour, and I am feeling it in my throat. Need to get that frog out there. The other eyeball, I think, got stuck in there from last night. Can Dr. Fox, can this volcano get more powerful? Absolutely, reform BBC. It can. Um, Most powerful yet to date, and become the there's a lot of things that can happen, and just to kind of let you know, it could stay as it is for years and years. Okay, it could increase its flow by 20 times and go completely nuts. Uh, or it could turn off in a few hours and never erupt again. So those are the variables that you place out there and look at. So in other words, yeah, anything is possible, and it's going to be cool to see if weird things happen. But I'm thinking this is going to keep erupting for a while, and we're going to see things going. Money is on years and years. Yeah, I don't know about years and years, maybe a couple of years. Um, One leak like this went off and over 100,000 years. Um, yeah, the one up in northern Russia apparently, they said it lasted somewhere between 50,000 and 100,000 years, and that one flowed into all the way down to Moscow, right from the very top coastline, built a lot of land up and so on. But nowadays, you can barely tell that that was all volcanic area. And it laid down in some places 5,000, 6,000 feet of material in some of the valleys. So when people were there, they just thought, oh, this is just flat land. But since then, though, it has, contoured and turned into a natural area with lakes and streams and all kinds of stuff flowing through it from the higher points. Anyway, guys, I did say I was going to take a break, so I'm going to do that. Don't go away. I will be back in about 5 minutes, and stay tuned. Okay, guys and girls, I'm back. I was watching what was being said in the chat there, and I figured I'd throw that on the screen there so you can see all the worldwide active volcanoes, and that is what we have active right now. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. And as far as the comment about every time I mute the microphone is when the volcano erupts. That's because as soon as I mute the microphone, I turn the valve on, okay? I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I pushed the stalking. The other guys turn the valve on. All cool. All cool. Stromboli erupting? Okay. Well, I don't know if it's a stromboli, but it's pretty awesome. Instead of burying our trash in the earth and throwing plastic and trash in the ocean, we should just incinerate these volcanoes. Judy Jones, actually, the plastic recycling is actually a very, very smart thing. So rather than you know, the having it burn up and off gas, more carbon emissions, it's better to recycle it. So if we can recycle, that's the better goal, and I think that would be better. But we do understand what you're saying about the garbage, and that is actually very, very interesting, and possibly a way to get rid of it. But I'd rather have them recycle it more, because there are processes now and recycling plants that can actually take pretty much anything that you throw into it, and it'll turn it back into different things. Like carbon is one of the mainstays that it produces, as well as fuel. So once this plant starts up, it's self-running because it produces its own fuel that it needs, and then has excess fuel to sell back to the marketplace. So recycling is kind of coming a long way from what it used to be, right? So different stuff. Anyway, I'm kind of looking at some of the spots on the lower two screens on 3 and 4, and kind of matching them up. And you know, we're looking at these guys here, and that's these guys here, and those are sitting up on some pretty high hills already, because you can definitely tell they're on angles. Very, very interesting, and this doesn't look as flat as it should be either. So with it being as dark as it is there, we can't really tell right now, but I just turned that off. I want to put these guys back on, and we should be good here. Oh, it's starting to erupt. I think, actually, I'm going to get rid of those. Going to clear that. I want to have a really good shot of the eruption and make it my thumbnail. So excuse me for a second while I do this neat stuff. And that should be good. Okay, so we'll make that bar a little smaller again. And I'm going to see if that works out for a better thumbnail for me. The one I got earlier, I mean, it was not bad, but I really, really like having the cool ones, and it looks, oh yeah, looks a lot better. A lot more fiery, so very, very cool. Okay, I need to crop that. Crop it, they say, crop it. So anyway, for a Monday, it was not a bad day for me, and I'm liking that it wasn't too terribly bad. And I hope the rest of you all had a fairly decent Monday as well, and that things went well for you. So, oh yeah, it already exists. That's cool. Okay, and we'll get that one gone and back to where we were. All right, so awesome, awesome, awesome. Hang on, where'd my chat go? There it is. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Woohoo! Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. More eruptions. We always like it. Yeah, that back wall is indeed photogenic. It's pretty awesome looking. I like it. So cool stuff. But yeah, at nighttime you can definitely see it, and it definitely glows a whole bunch more. And right now it looks like a big V when you're looking at the cam 4, the bottom right cam there. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. But it's not really cool, it's very hot. So don't touch it. Okay, we should be all right. Yes, they're predicting snow for us for Wednesday. You know, it's yesterday we had 75 Fahrenheit or 23 Celsius. Today we had, I think, 22 Celsius and about 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And by Wednesday we should have snow on the ground again. So it's crazy weather. Thanks, global warming. I'm glad you're looking out for us. 1 can of Pepsi has 83% of DV for sugar. Okay. Well, I never drink canned Pepsi. It's always bottled. All right. Is sexy too strong a word for that front wall? I don't know. But we got a face staring back at us up here in the top. Look at the guy's eyebrows. It looks like a caveman or something. And he's staring at us. He's giving me a complex. No, he's not. He's not giving me anything. Yep, there it is. Left eye in front. Okay. Yeah, it is pretty weird looking. Robin Hood and Little John? Oh. Oh, I guess they're all getting in on the fun. Thanks, Sharon Price. That's good for a little chuckle. Okay, these conjoined twins. Yeah, perhaps. You can make all kinds of things out of it. Please explain the lava eruption intermittently. Okay, well, what happens with the volcano here? And I will see if I can find my diagram. I know I put stuff over top of it, so I need to find it here real quick. I did want to show it earlier, and I thought, where the heck is it? So give me a second or two, and I will throw that back up on the screen if I can find it in the right place. Yeah, I did find it, so I kind of knew where it was, and that didn't take long. So because this volcano is erupting in a sporadic manner or acting like a geyser, so what I've put on the screen here is basically a diagram showing the fluid dynamics, where you're running through the 4 phases of the eruption, and in this being called fluid dynamics rather than water flow. So substitute water with magma and drill hole with natural vent. Okay, and that will explain to you what ends up happening And if I can get the whiteboard on here. So you see the fill stage here in the first area, and you see there's a lot of empty space here. Okay, so that's the gas that's pushing up. And then, of course, once that gas is evacuated upward, we get a refilling on phase 2 here. So it's pushing up as well as this angle. Now, the plumbing down below may not be as clean and neat looking as this by any means, but it can do things like that. So hydraulic head being low in phase 2, then upper conduit heating up in phase 3, so we're referring to that area. Okay, as things start to push, we have more gaseous bubbles and lava or magma flowing in, and we have a continuous supply of magma from the other side here shooting up. And then once you get to a certain point of pressure, it's going to turn around and cause it to almost act like a funnel, or sorry, like a siphon, a natural siphon, where once the ejecta starts moving up because of the processes here with the extra bubbles and so on, every time one of these bubbles hits, it creates a vacuum, and it allows the material underneath to push up faster. So it draws material up as well as empties out the adjacent cylinder, if you will, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in that type of shape. Anyway, I hope that kind of makes a little bit of sense to you guys. I'm going to clear that back off, go back to the live stream of the volcano, and of course it's erupting. We're just finishing. So we're going to let it cook, and I see we're getting down to the last 10 minutes of the frame here, or the stream. I am going to take a little short break, and then we'll see if we can let it run a little bit longer here. And I don't see any bunnies. No bunnies have showed up today, so I don't need to do bunny duty. So I do have a little bit of extra time, but give me a few minutes. I'm going to pop back. In the meantime, if you're new to the stream, I'm your host, DrFox2000. We are watching the Icelandic volcano eruption live. The feeds are from who's it? It's ruv.is and mbl.is. Boy, I had a brain turned off there for a second. It's okay. It's the old squirrel syndrome. Anyway, stick around, guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like if you haven't. And I will be back. Don't go away. Okay, guys, I'm back, and thanks for hanging in there. For all of those who are new to the chat or new to the channel, I am DrFox2000. We are running the live stream of the Icelandic volcano eruption, day 59. And many of us have been in here a long time doing these things, watching this stuff, and really enjoy watching the activities in Iceland. So for those who are new, I am an amateur geologist as well as a prospector. Typically I hunt for gold and gemstones, that kind of stuff, out in British Columbia and Alberta near the Rocky Mountains. About 4,000 miles away from the Icelandic volcano, but enjoy watching the lava. I love the lava. So anyway, I'm glad you guys could join and watch. Typically, this stream is only running for 2 hours on the weekdays, but I usually stretch it a little bit, and that's what we're doing today. So stick around and watch some of the fireworks going off here. And of course, the eruption is doing a fantastic job, and it is really building back up on the if you're looking at cam 2 up in the top right there, this area is really starting to get built back up. So I'm wondering if we're going to see, if this is going to finally close itself, or if it's just going to keep flowing out. And depending on how vicious it is as far as the movement and so on, if the volume is there, it's just going to keep washing it away. So we're going to get a fairly deep crevasse in there as an exit, and that'll widen out or keep widening out. One thing I noticed we didn't see anymore, yesterday we had that hole that was right there feeding the lava tubes underneath, and we're certainly not seeing it anymore, although the width of the lava across there, then all of a sudden you get down here, it's a lot skinnier. I'm not sure if there is still an active hole underneath there sucking some of that material away. So very, very, yeah, brain freeze. That's the one thing about my Pepsi. I don't like it super, super cold. Need to keep it warm. Anyway, looking at that, so some of it is probably still heading down that lava tube, whereas the other stuff is flowing past Bob, burning off Bob's cone slowly, if you will. Let's see what else we got here. I would love to have some of that lava rock for landscaping in my backyard. Yeah, Wizzo, it would look neat. It would look neat. I've never been to Iceland, so I don't know what it looks like there, but in Hawaii I've seen some very interesting structures and walls and buildings made out of lava rock, and definitely looks pretty cool. Popping candy. Yep, it is. Actually, I was going to put it back on to which camera? This one right here. And if we watch, let's move that thing out of the foreground. We'll put that way up here. And if we watch down in the foreground, we see some interesting sparkles come up once in a while here. So little baby twisters or tornadoes. You should come for a visit. We got a train out of volcano system. Thomas, actually, I've been pondering that, okay? And I do have vacation coming up, things like that. So we might. The problem that I think is going to be is not so much getting there, but it's getting back here to a normal reality with all these COVID things in place, and the time costs involved in having to be quarantined for a couple of weeks when you come back. Even though you have the shots and everything, they're still stupid and they want you to quarantine. So it doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, it is 1:02 a.m. or 1:03 a.m. just about in Iceland, and very cool. I don't see no eruption right now, but still very hot inside that crater. And on the other side, of course, on the back side, we can definitely see the tongue hanging out there, or whatever whatever you want to call it, and definitely some big hot spots, especially down. We got looks like a pumpkin or something sitting there, or an apple, a hot apple. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Very hot spot right there, and I don't seem to see it in the other views here, so it must be sitting right behind Bob, fairly up high. So interesting. Okay, let's see. Jewels are made in exploding. Yes, Winnie, that's actually a kind of a neat comment, and you're right. When stars go supernova, that's typically a third generation star. So just to run through it real quick, your first generation stars were basically just hydrogen, and those were short-lived stars, and then they blew up and created a few more elements, like the carbons and the top 5 or 6 elements that you normally find, including iron and things like that, were the basics. So first generation didn't really create anything super good, but the second generation, where they had the basic materials already within the star, and then it blew up again. That's when the combinations came into play, because of the heat and the distribution of the power of the blast, and that actually created a bunch of the other elements through the various stages of heating up and cooling, and assembly and disassembly of basically atoms, and very small level. So anyway, so third generation stars, when they blew up, when they went supernova, they'd be throwing out gold material. Also, something else that was throwing out a lot of gold is if you have 2 neutron stars smacked together. So those are always good, but you don't really want to have them too close to you. Okay. Especially the neutron ones. Actually, you don't want to have any star close to you when it's blowing up. You want to be really far away. They're always, nice to look at, but you don't want to get close. They're not good at all. Yeah, gold, nice. Yep, it is. 2 neutron stars do the job. Yes, Wizzo. Just stay away from the blast. The stuff that comes out of there is not good for you, and hope the heck that you don't get that gamma ray beam towards you or your little planet that you happen to be on, because that'll end things really quickly, and it doesn't matter what the supernova or the collision creates, because you're not going to be around to enjoy it. 90 kilos of gold. Plead. Okay. 90 kilos of gold. That's about 100 and what is it? That's 180. This is just about 200 pounds. 200 pounds times 14. So That'll give us about 22,800 ounces. Yeah, that's a couple of dollars at Canadian prices. Enough to retire on, I think. Let's see. Jeffrey and Americanium. Americanium? Oh, cool. 2 neutron stars have the capability to create a black hole. Yes, they do have the capability of being able to create a black hole if they are big enough, okay? If there is enough energy. The ones that they recently observed and got the data for the gravimetric waves, that was kind of interesting when that came through, being able to measure gravity waves coming across. So it was really neat. Neutron stars. That's where solar. That's it. Solar Whistle. Okay, yeah. It's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. The sky behind camera 3 there looks awesome. It's just about the same color as the volcano, kind of a golden tinge to it. And Iceland's going to be covered in gold. Very, very cool. Miss Pac-Man, you're buffering. Well, nobody else is buffering, and we're sending good bit rates. I'm sorry to hear that you're buffering. It's good on my end, should be all right. Can we see full screen? Of which one do you want to see full screen, Kim? I refreshed. Okay, cool. Glad you did that. We can go through full screens. Just don't know which one you want first. Do you want number 1 first? Here's number 1 first. Oh, you wanted to see the sunset thing full screen. My bad. My bad. Let me get over to that. Let's see. I think that's this one, isn't it? Yeah, right there. Oh, that darn thing's up on the top. I gotta move that. I'm gonna move it down. Oop, oop, down. Move, move. There we go. Alrighty. Got that out of the way so you can see it better up there. So, very cool. That's nice. Okay. When is there sunrise and sunset, Doc? Boy, you're asking the wrong guy. I didn't check on that, Susan. But they don't get very much nighttime. So, you're welcome, Kim. Glad you like it. Voyager 1 detected a hum. Voyager 1 detected a hum? What kind of hum? Bah humbug? Hum? Voyager 1 is in quote-unquote interstellar space. Actually, it's still in our solar system, but according to me. But I mean, it hasn't gone beyond the Oort cloud, and the Oort cloud is really the outside of our solar system, right? So for them to say, oh, it's beyond the Kuiper belt and it's now in outer space, and yeah, I don't know, I don't buy it, but whatever. This is basically the dusk/dawn fused together. What you see there? Okay, so yeah, this is sunset and sunrise coming up. That's about as dark as it's going to get, Susan. So it's going to move through and just get brighter from here on in. Sunrise is at 4:30 a.m. Thanks, Kim. And very cool. That is early, very, very early. And what time is it there now? I don't see a clock on those screens here. Let me swing to another one here for a second that's got a clock on it. And there we go. So 1:12 a.m. there, and pretty cool. So okay, let me go back to that other one, and that way you guys can enjoy the sunrise slash set slash whatever intermediate time. Stanley, welcome, Stanley. Sometimes out there has a kazoo to entertain the spacecraft that roam the area. Something out there, okay. Well, we all know what a kazoo is for, and who would have a kazoo? Isn't that something that they had on Flintstones many years ago? Or is that the Great Kazoo? Or Kazoo? Or whatever they call them. Pretty awesome. And look at that volcano just blowing its top right into the sunset there, or sunrise. That is pretty wild and awesome. You know, that really, really does look like it's getting pretty big. I think that eruption was a little bigger than the last ones we had. Maybe that's just me, but it looks pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, careful, Miss Pac-Man. That bot's on to you. Nice cam view. Yes, it is very, very good. The only thing about these long distance shots, especially when we're looking over the lava fields, is that we always have some distortion in the video, and it doesn't have the clarity that one would really, really like. So it is what it is, but we can't stop the heat. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a volcano. So anyway, let's see, where are we at here? We're at 2 hours and 27 minutes with stream time and a quarter after 7. We'll let it go for another 15 minutes or so. And any gold on Mars? Mars probably has about the same amount of gold as Earth does, in percentage wise. So if you want to go to Mars and get some Martian gold, that's all cool. Closer stop would be the moon, though, and you can get some gold there, and while you're there, get some helium-3. That's worth a heck of a lot more than gold is. So anyway, I'm going to take another little short break. Don't go away. I'll be back, and then we'll round out the last 15 minutes here, guys. Don't go away. Welcome, late Marilyn, but you're never late. Just you get here at a certain time, so it's all cool. And I'm just taking a quick break, so don't go away. We got at least 15 minutes more to go in the live, so stick around, and we're all happy. Thanks. I'll be back. Okay, guys and girls and everyone else, I'm back here for the final 15 minutes or so. And very good. I see we got some new people in here. Oh, I already got Jan. Kirsty, Marilyn did show up late. We got her, so that's all good. Oh, we got a hippo. Miss Pac-Man's got hippos. Oh, cool. They're peeking out and looking at what we're doing. Right on, right on. And anyway, the eruption is going on right now, but I just wanted to pick on the flat earthers for a minute here to support the round Earth thing. And I'm going to say this, that nature appalls a flat surface and wants to make round balls out of everything. So the magic force of gravity, you know, the thing that the flat earthers keep saying, oh, it's just a theory. Those hippos are cute. Thank you, Miss Pac-Man. I really like them hippos. They are cute. I love seeing that. That's cute. Anyway, the eruption there is kind of over, so I wanted to push this live and show you a different kind of a picture here. And we all know the shaped like a donut. No, that's not the one I'm going to show you. It's this one here. So you can enjoy this, and you know, like everything out there is round, and why all of a sudden would someone come along and say, well, the Earth is flat? So you tell me what's wrong with this picture, right? So anyway, we know all the other ones around. We can see them. So what's wrong with this picture? Anyway, enough of the fun. I just wanted to throw that out there. And 6 minutes long. I had a weird computer crash. 6 minutes long. Okay, so anyway, I thought I'd throw that out, and it's pretty cool. Um, we'll get back into our volcanoes here. So yeah, it to me it's just absolutely hilarious to think of you know, that these people honestly think that the world is in a flat state. It's just because they failed the basic physics classes, right? So I'm not sure what the heck is going on, but that's all right. Dale, I am with you on the flat, on that round Earth. Okay, I always ask them where the planets and the moons, why are they round and not the Earth? The other thing that I always, the first thing when somebody says the Earth is flat, I ask them, show me or give me the coordinates to where the edges are, because it's obvious that it has to have an edge. And if you claim that the edge is you know, behind an ice wall, well, you better have coordinates for that ice wall, because gee, if I go east to west around the planet, I keep going and going and going. There's nothing stopping me. If I get going north and south, well, I do find ice at the poles, but I can fly right over that. So where is this magic ice wall that they say we can't, you know, escape from or get out of? So I've never ever seen it. They can't turn around and prove it. So, but anyway, what was it? Acromimi or whatever his name is. Anyway, way back when 2,200 years ago, he already did his thing and was able to prove that the planet was actually round. So it's all cool. I think there is something about sticking to an idea stubbornly despite all the evidence to the contrary. I find earthers frustrating. I find them foolish, but that's my own opinion. Archimedes, yeah. something like that. Yeah, I can't remember his name. I think that's what it was. But yeah, long time ago. Very, very interesting. If Earth is flat, how do you explain? Okay, Jackie Chan and Crocodile Dundee, they fell off the. Yeah, well, you can't explain that. That's the problem. And if you place the sun above the Earth in a flat plane, we'd never have nighttime. We would never see dusk or dawn. It would always be the same amount of light. Now they say, oh, but the sun is so much closer than 93 million miles. And I'm going, okay, well, if it's closer than 93 million miles, how come we have stereo A and B satellites in our L1 and L2 positions out from the Earth, looking at the sun, being able to triangulate with us being in the middle and being able to give us an exact distance, a parallax, if you will. So what's wrong with these guys? But then again, the majority of them fail physics. And I love the ones that turn around and try to prove their point and actually prove themselves wrong. So it's always a lot of fun. Also, if there's a 500 or 5,280 feet long American mile, how is it that the southern hemisphere, how does it stretch? Yeah. Apparently, with rubber bands, Dale. Okay, back to the volcano at hand here. So CO2, SO2O4, and H2O, vapor mostly, and that's what's coming out of here. And as far as the composition of the lava or magma as it turns into lava, is between 80 and 82% silica, as well as having about 10 to 12% iron in it, and the rest is a mix of other goodies. So very, very interesting things in there. And Solar Wizzo, I don't know if you know that my other channel is actually called Solar Sky. But I haven't done anything with it for a while because I've been busy doing other things like volcanoes and stuff. So anyway, I am also into astronomy. I do have a couple of telescopes and that kind of thing. Love watching deep space and all good stuff. So. Let's see. Someone once calculated the distance from the sun if it was driven by coal. I forget who. Yeah. What I kind of get a chuckle out of is those guys that come along and say, well, the sun doesn't exist anymore, and what you're seeing up there is a solar generator that NASA built. Well, I'm thinking to myself, and when did they build this? 100 years ago? Because NASA didn't exist, the entire time that I've been alive, which is half of that and a little bit. I've never seen the sun turn off and on, or bulbs having to be changed, or you name it. And besides, the amount of energy that we're getting is in the terawatt range. I think it's 142 terawatts per day. What do you got on Earth that's capable of producing that kind of power to shine down upon the Earth, or only half the Earth at a time, of course? So that makes you wonder where they're getting their numbers from. Okay, once calculated. Okay, that's a funny story. Okay, what is the name of the Flat Earth novel and failed magic? I can't remember what it is. Love to read that. The author has passed a few years ago. Anybody know? Discworld, I think. Okay. Could be. 1.21 gigawatts. 1.21 gigawatts? Are you sure? And do you have to be going 88 miles per hour when that comes up? The flux capacitor. Solar Whistle. I read it in German. Rome. Okay, cool. Very good. My reading German isn't that good anymore, so pretty tough for me. Let's see, what else we got here? Scientifico America, 1863. They calculated it would burn out in in 5,000 years if it was coal. That is okay. Yeah, well, if you're burning, or well, you're not burning, but you're converting 4 million tons of hydrogen per minute. Okay, so of course that's a lot of it is turning into helium, but there are also heavier elements that it's creating there, but nothing too drastic. But that's kind of the volume that's coming out of there. So 4 million tons per minute. That's a lot of hydrogen to be converted. And this is 24/7 that thing does it. And just keeps on going. It keeps on going. Very, very interesting. Worth the read. Terry Pratchett. Okay, cool. Love his books. Okay, right on. Actually, yeah, a couple other books you might want to get into if you're just wanting to learn a little bit more about astronomy and astrophysics and that kind of thing. I did read the Neil deGrasse Tyson Astrophysics for People in a Hurry, and I thought that was a pretty awesome book. And it's a fairly short book, so it doesn't take long to read, and he's made it fairly interesting that you really don't want to put the book down, but sometimes you just have to take that break. So very cool. Okay, let's see what else we got going on in there. Anyway, I think I'm getting very close to shutting this down for today, and I thank you all for being here, and really appreciate the good, wonderful group we've got in here tonight. Super good time, and lots of nice things. Jeffrey, yeah, you take care, and tomorrow, next stream tomorrow, 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, or 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 2300 Iceland time. So that's when that's going to happen. And good night, Lava Fam. Yes, the Lava family. We love the Lava loving family. And it's always good to have a loving family. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I got thunder in the background here. A thunderstorm cooking just to the south of us here, so this is pretty interesting. You're welcome, Judy Jones, and glad you enjoyed it here as well. So on those friendly notes, yeah, good night. I'm going to put my end screen thingy on there, and we'll move that down maybe a little bit here. Thank you for viewing. We'll leave it down crunched right on top there. That should be good. And I thank you all for showing up. I thank you all for participating in the stream. And I really, really like it when we all have a good time. And tonight has been exceptionally well. I thought it was a really, really good stream for you guys. And glad I got to show you the collapse and all that stuff. Very awesome material. And also good for a laugh on the flat earthers there. So anyway, you all take care, and we will see you tomorrow night, 2300 Iceland time, or 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And as always, take care, and make sure you tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone.